Hi there, welcome to episode number 2 in our series, The 5 Love Lives. And we have beautiful Carmelina, and as usual, we're going to explore that love is safe, and if it's not safe, it's not love. So love lie number 2 is, when it's right, it will just work out.
Well, that's a lie.
That's a lie.
Right. Yeah. It requires a lot of work.
Yes. And I want to say, again, one of the myths, and it's a fairy tale myth that's been given to us, Hollywood and Harlequin novels and fairy tale stories and, a little princess and things like that since we were kids, is that, and they live happily ever after. So why is it absolutely impossible that you don't need to work on your relationship? Because this is my famous yin and yang, and it represents what happens to each and every one of us. So sometimes you feel supported, happy, stress-free, and sometimes you feel challenged, hopeless, angry, sad, and we go through these challenges by ourselves all the time. So the only thing that happens when you meet someone, guess what? You get somebody else who on their own timing goes through their lessons. So can you see why it is impossible that a relationship will not face challenges? And what's really cool, what I have seen from working with clients, if you have the right tools, this is why I created this Soul-Worthy-Love online program, is because if you understand some of the principles, you can actually use the challenges to grow more in love. I also have another online program called Get Unstuck with Dr. Lise, where you learn how to do the subconscious work so that anytime you're in a challenge with your partner, you can actually stop and go, let's go explore why we're fighting right now. Let's go explore why right now I'm looking to you to make my life better.
So if you're worthy of love, what's happening right now? I've heard my daughter use that on me on the phone. Mom, that's ridiculous. If we have because she's been through the program, and if there's some drama, right? Saying that to yourself. If you're worthy of love, then what's happening? If you love me and I love you,
Yeah, and also when you know your partner loves you, and your partner just said something and you feel threatened and you go, and then when we have a reaction, that tells you there's a story. So if you can do the subconscious work on that, that's amazing. It just frees you right out. But if you're reacting and you take a deep breath and you go, okay, since I'm worthy of love, what's going on? But also one step higher is, since my partner loves me, why is this going on? So now instead of making it about us, we can go, well, maybe he or she is stressed out. Maybe they had a bad day. Maybe right now they're feeling insecure with what I just said and they're feeling threatened. So now instead of making it about us, we can be conscious and loving. Because the baby part of us, we have been conditioned since the beginning. When you're a baby, what happens when you're sad or hungry? You put your arms up and you ask mommy or daddy to come and pick you up and shush you. So subconsciously, when we get into a romantic relationship, the Pavlovian bell rings and we are a baby. And we're looking, wah, 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 come and make me better. And if your partner is not responding to you, wah, 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 then you go, this is the wrong partner. I gotta go find another partner because this one is not the right one. This one is not taking my boo-boos away. When it's you who needs to do the work to know that you're worthy of love and pay attention. Okay, so this is why I have my famous yin yang again. So this is actually a really good visual to show you about what it takes to live a successful life. If you want to live a successful life, that's all it takes. First, you need the yin, which is the female principle of listening to your heart. And then you need the yang, which is the male principle of taking actions. So your heart wants you to know 2 things. The first thing your heart wants you to know is you're worthy of love. And to do the work to let go of the stories, the conscious stories and the subconscious stories.
Is this the woman?
The female principle.
Female. And we both have it.
Yeah.
Every gender has both.
Yeah,
saying.
every gender has both. Good question. The second thing your heart wants you to do, it wants you to admit your dreams and aspirations. So let's say right now you're working in a career that's soul-sucking and you are unhappy at work and it's not making you happy and you know you don't want to be there anymore, but now you're looking to your partner to make the bubble better. Guess what happens? Your partner cannot take that pain away. Who's going to be able
and
to
that's
have...
exhausting in a relationship too. I mean, that's the thing, is it's exhausting that we think we can absorb everything about each other's partners.
And take the pain. We cannot.
We can't.
And it's so important to know that, because if you need to change career, oh my goodness, maybe I need to go back to school, or I need to dust off my resume. I need to put myself out there and look for and go do interviews and fail at interviews maybe. Like now all your insecurities pop up. So now you want your partner to take care of you and all this anxiety. Your partner won't be able to do that.
Yeah.
The only thing your partner can do is listen. And if you ask for suggestion, can give you suggestions, but your partner will not be able to take your pain away. That's why it's super important. Again, if you want to be happy in a relationship, I guarantee you, two happy people together who work on themselves, so even when they're unhappy, they know what to do to make themselves happy. Two happy people together, they will have a good love life. One happy person with a miserable person, that creates a lot of drama. But two unhappy people together will never live happily ever after. So instead of thinking that love is not safe and that it's wrong and I'll never find happiness and nobody's going to make my life better, like, it's not the job of anybody to drop their life for yourself. Just like you wouldn't want to drop your whole life to save somebody else. It does not work that way. It's not. And from working with a lot of women, a lot of the time the woman gives up on herself to take care of her partner, the nurturing, maternal, family.
I know I did that.
Yeah, so that's actually a common pattern. And then if the relationship ends, now they're really scared because now they don't want to go into another relationship where they're going to abandon themselves. It is not your job to abandon yourself to make your partner happy.
Yeah. And that's true. You know what? That's a principle, though, that extends to any relationship, right?
Yeah.
Like, as a mom, I can tell you with grown children that does. But definitely that is something in a relationship. But before you even get to that relationship, part of what people do in sabotaging themselves, because I did it, is you have those unconscious fears, subconscious fears, and you're letting that fear drive you. So even though I was trying to work on myself, and I was working on myself and to meet somebody, and even when I met somebody, there's a lot of projection from past fears, right? Oh, well, I'm not gonna, okay. There's avoidance. I'll stay here, you stay there, and I'll have these boundaries which are healthy. Everybody talks about boundaries, and boundaries are hard to some extent, but I think you have to deal with those fears that you have, and sometimes you can't see them. The whole point is you can't see them. Other people see them. You'll see them. You'll call someone out, and I think for some people, when you call them out sometimes, Lise, they're like, oh, okay, it could be an intimidating, right? But it's true. You're seeing it. I can be very direct too at times with people, because you are seeing it as a third party outside, and
I'm not emotionally invested. I can be more objective being on the outside, but that's what it's so important. What you're saying is that we think we're seeing the truth when we're just coming from our programming. It is so important. It is also part of my message that I really want to bring in the world, is that to live an amazing life, like I said, I showed you, this is like, you make a conscious choice. You create a statement of purpose for your life. You become really clear as to who you are, why you are here, and where you're going. So you become clear on how you're going to bring the best out of yourself. So you're clear on that, and as you take actions to give your heart what it wants, you're going to meet your subconscious blocks, and they're going to pop up and they're going to block you. So it's not complicated, actually. If you want to live an amazing life, first become really clear on what it is you want to create with your life. Most people have no idea what they want to create.
And that's why extreme freedom, when I did it I've done it about 4 times, I think. You create this blueprint. It's a personal blueprint in the different areas of your life, including relationship. And I still have every note from 2017, my first, to, last year. And to see the progression of what my blueprint was going to be, your end game, which you said, and then how you're going to get there, what steps, is that's why I love extreme freedom. It's 2 days. You immerse yourself with Lise, and I love that, and then the other people there. And it gives you an opportunity to focus on that blueprint.
Yeah, and that's what I find is like, people go, 2 days.
No.
Yeah, but it's 2 days to yourself. Like most of the time, we have no idea what's going to make us happy. So if you have no clue, if you don't spend any time asking yourself, what's going to make me happy? And it's not your partner. Having a great partner is important. You choose a best friend. But what's going to make you happy? You need to know why you're here, what it is you want to create.
And what you're looking for.
So once you do this, then you take the action step, and then you see when you're getting blocked. All right. So if you enjoyed this episode, please like it, follow us, and share it with other people. And if you're interested in finding out more about the Extreme Freedom Weekend, we do this on a regular basis. Depending on when you're going to see this episode, we have one right now coming up April 26, 27. But if you check on our website, drlisejanelle.com, you will find out for the next date. That's it for now, and we'll see you on the next one.